going great. I love it. I think it was a great decision. I feel like a different person. I honestly just feel incredible. I feel so much more confident and happy with this haircut. I will also say that I have not washed it since I dyed it. In fact, I have not washed it since days before I cut it. So it's exceptionally dirty right now. It's probably almost... It's old. It's been a long time. I felt like I was stuck in this rut, and just this change of me as a person has kind of forced me out of that rut and into a different zone and into a different mindset, and I'm very excited for what's to come. That being said, it is Saturday morning. I'm filming this right before I post it. Essentially, you guys know how I feel about that. And that leads me to a quick little, not announcement, what's the word? It's something I'm throwing out there. It's not 100% sure yet, but I think that in 2017, I'm going to start only posting once a week on this channel as opposed to twice. Here is why. I know that it seems like these videos aren't a ton of work, but they kind of are. And more so than just filming and editing, coming up with interesting, fresh ideas to post twice a week is pretty difficult. And as you guys know, I don't really post a lot of challenge videos or trend videos. I like to tell stories, and if I tell 2 stories a week, I'm gonna run out of stories really quickly. And I just really want to focus on quality over quantity at this point. I feel like this year it was just me trying to push out as much as I can and provide as much content as I can, and I look back at some of my videos and I'm like, ugh, that shouldn't be on my channel. I could have done so much better with that if I would have just taken the time to create something that I'm happy with. So I would rather take more time, create stuff that I'm proud of to give to you than just try to churn out a whole bunch of videos to get, you know what I mean? I also, hello sirens, I also in the new year want to start focusing on some stuff that I want to do on this channel. I really, in the past couple years, have left behind a lot of the things that made me happy. I stopped drawing and painting. I left music back home. I literally, when I moved to California, packed my car with everything I could take and left all of my art supplies behind. And it's really symbolic if you think about it. And it was so weird actually how the universe works. I was just thinking how much I missed art and painting and all of this music and stuff. And as soon as I cut my hair, I go in my closet, I'm looking for something, and I pull out a box and it's all my old charcoal and pencils and erasers and acrylic paints, and it was as soon as I cut my hair, and then a ukulele came in the mail, and it was like this weird turn of life. So anyways, very long-winded story short, in this new year I want to focus more on music and art and dance, and I'm still gonna tell stories, obviously. I'm still gonna be ranting, I'm still gonna be this absurd person, but I hope that you guys want to see another side of me as well, and that you'll continue to come along this ride with me as I post these things. Please leave in the comments your thoughts about me posting once a week. Let me know your thoughts on me posting some different content like dance and music. Oh, and hi, if you're new here, please subscribe. I'm sorry if this is your first impression of me, but it's not always like this. All that being said, this is a quantity video over a quality video, so I'm still posting twice a week as of now. So this video is going to be so stupid, but let's do this because something happened yesterday that was so fucking embarrassing. I went to Hollywood Horror Nights. It's scary. I didn't even go into any of the mazes or anything. I legitimately just walked through it, and when you first walk in, there's a bunch of people with chainsaws and stuff. So I go in, I'm terrified. I'm holding on to JoJo from Dance Moms and my friend Rebecca, and they're on either side of me, and I'm holding on to them for dear life. I'm breaking JoJo's arm in my freaking chest, and this guy comes up to me with a chainsaw, and I literally fell to the ground. I was so scared when he came and attacked me, so I was like, ah! And I fell to the ground. It was really embarrassing. So we go through the park, we do some rides, and we get to the bottom of the hill. Like, oh god, first of all, there's 40... It takes so long to get from the top of the lot to the bottom of the lot. There's like 5 sets of the biggest, slowest escalators you've ever seen in your life. We finally get to the bottom, and there's these mazes. And I didn't know that this was what Halloween Horror Nights was or Hollywood Horror Nights was. And JoJo's like, okay, let's go in the mazes. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going in the mazes. Are you high? Do I seem like somebody that wants to go in a maze? I had trouble walking through the entrance of the park because somebody had a fake chainsaw. I'm not gonna go into this maze. Here's the thing though. People, when I don't wanna go to these haunted houses, they think that I'm just scared of being startled. I'm scared of people jumping out at me, and I'm just scared of the gory images. No, I have a very real and very reasonable and logical fear of haunted houses. Let me take you down this route. My fear isn't that some douchebag with a chainsaw is gonna scare me. My fear is that somebody is going to come to this haunted house and be like, hey, I'm here for work today, dressed in gore and blood and a mask with a chainsaw and that they're actually a real murderer disguised as an actor. That's my biggest fear. That somebody's either going to work at this haunted house or somebody's going to pretend to work in a haunted house, come in and actually have real weapons, real knives, real chainsaws, and when you think that they're just scaring you with a fake chainsaw, they're going to cut your fucking face in half. Or when they come and swing a club in your face and they're acting like they're gonna smash your nose into your skull, it might be a real club and they might actually smash your nose into your skull. And here's the part that really fucks me up. Say this happens. Say a real murderer gets into this haunted house or maze and he's actually killing me. I'm being murdered now. Everybody else in the entire place thinks that it's an act. So everybody's just watching me get murdered, watching me get my throat slit, watching me get strangled with my own intestines that were ripped out of my body. And they're just looking at it like, wow, that's some good effects, bro. Somebody should sign that girl. She's a great actor. She is believable. That is my biggest fear. That a real murderer is going to pretend to be a fake murderer and everybody's just gonna be staring at me watching it happen. Didn't that happen recently actually? Some girl, I totally forgot about this, some girl recently, and it wasn't even Halloween, this was just a regular ass day in a regular ass street. Some woman got stabbed in the middle of the street and everybody stared and watched because they thought it was an art piece. So that's why I don't fuck with haunted houses. So when we get to this maze, I say, I gotta go, peace, sorry. And I had to walk out by myself. So I'm walking out by myself and some guy ran up at me with the fucking chainsaw. And again, I fell to the ground and literally, this is embarrassing. I literally, not figuratively, fucking pissed my pants. Not like a little. And like it wasn't enough that you would know, but it was a significant amount to the point that I had to go to the bathroom and like deal with it. And I don't know why people think this is fun. Why do people enjoy this? It blows my mind. And okay, I'm with you. I was one of those people who I was always like, Halloween is my favorite holiday because I wanted to be that bitch. I wanted to be the bitch that's like, oh, I love the spooky and the creepy and witches and death. I loved the idea of being that person. I love Edgar Allan Poe and The Nightmare Before Christmas and Tim Burton as a whole, and I love all of these dark things. However, when it comes to Halloween and my sanity, we just don't mix. And I'm gonna be a basic bitch because again, this is a quantity video, not a quality video, and I'm gonna tell you the reasons that I hate Halloween. And it's not probably the things that you've heard on the other videos. I know this is a really common subject, but this is some serious shit. Number one, obviously, haunted houses and being murdered inside of one. Number two, going out on Halloween. And now this is, maybe it's just big cities, maybe it's mostly like I live in LA, so it's a huge city. And nobody really goes out that much in LA, but on the nights that people do go out, like New Year's and Halloween, it is a shit show. I tried to take a fucking Uber from, this doesn't make any sense, Wilshire Boulevard to Hollywood Boulevard, which if you live in LA, you know. Not only did it take me an hour and a half to get there, it's like a 9-minute ride, it took us an hour and a half. The Uber was like $1 bajillion. Yeah, bajillion, that's a real number. For what? We got to Hollywood Boulevard. It's a bunch of people standing out on the streets, looking for a place that looks cool to go into, wait in line for a fucking hour, pay a huge cover to get inside. It's too packed. The drinks are so overpriced that you have to spend $8 bajillion just to get buzzed. And then it's time to go home and it's 2 a.m. and all the bars close and everybody's waiting another hour for their Ubers to take an hour and a half ride home and spend $8 bajillion on another Uber. And it's just like, what? For what? So I can go out on Hollywood Boulevard dressed as a fucking butterfly? Like, I don't know, it's just dumb. So I vote that we can wear costumes any day of the year if we want, and fuck all this Halloween nonsense. And as far as these costumes go, a lot of times it's really heavy makeup. What if I want to make out with somebody at a bar? I can't, it's fucking weird. Now your beautiful makeup is all over somebody else's face. I will say though, one of the best parts of Halloween is watching the things that hook up. I mean, have you ever seen a gorilla and a banana make out at a bar? It's pretty fucking funny. Another thing is you're either gonna go as somebody really generic, like a sexy nurse or a mouse, duh, or you're going to wear a really clever or different costume and everybody's gonna ask you all night, so what are you? And then you have to explain the pun. It's like getting a tattoo and for the rest of your life, people are like, oh, what does that mean? It's the same exact thing, only I'm drunk, I'm crowded, and I don't wanna be here. There's too much candy around. I don't have much willpower, but more specifically, there's too much gross candy around. I don't like it when candy looks like body parts. I really don't. I think it's so fucking off-putting and gross. And all of the bloody decorations, I can't handle it. It really, really grosses me out when you walk around and you see these way too intense looking corpses. Again, is that a real body? I don't know. What if it's a real corpse and we're all just thinking it's a Halloween decoration? It really just trips me out. Not so much in LA, but also sometimes in LA, it's really cold and I have to wear a costume that is kind of not very conservative, so I get chilly throughout the night alongside wearing heels out, which maybe I'm just too old for. I look back at college and I used to walk through the fucking snow in Pittsburgh. I would walk up hills covered in ice in a mini dress and high heels. And now I can't be bothered to walk Hollywood Boulevard in 85-degree weather in booties. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I just don't want any part of it. And also, just as a whole, if Halloween is your favorite holiday, what kind of emotionally and spiritually inept type person are you to pick Halloween as your favorite holiday? There's so many meaningful holidays. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day, for Christ's sakes. For Halloween to be your favorite holiday, get your priorities straight. Anyways, guys, those are the things I hate about Halloween. And as much as I love Halloween-y things, I do love costumes and makeup, and fuck knows I love candy, but I don't like being scared. This was a really dumb video. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I promise there will be solid videos in the future. Until then, as always, I love you very much. Thank you for being a part of my family, and I'll see you next time.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see. This our town of Halloween.